Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Trading Table. This is Andrew. Join with me is Landon, and today we're going to be going over some of the biggest movers in the market, what to watch for tomorrow, and more. Kicking it off with our heat map here of the S&P 500. As we can see, pretty red day on the Big Five. Everything else was great and green, though, and it's actually pretty interesting as we're not seeing a lot of NVDA bias in the market anymore. If we go ahead and take a look at SPY's chart here, we can see that even though these companies were red today, all right, we still finished the day green. So, great day for SPY considering that, the rest of the S&P 500, or at least the most heavily weighted companies, did not do too well. But yeah, SPY, we had some great trades today in the Discord. There were a few members popping in and out of there. So just keep that in mind, guys. We're here every single day in that channel. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We do this every single day. So yeah, you can kind of see the position markers of where we took the trades, but yeah, some of that was paper trading, some of that was actual trading. We are still testing our day trading bot, so it's kind of a little bit more risky right now until we work out all the kinks and stuff. But yeah, back to SPY, right? Good day for SPY, finished green. We're continuing this bull run here, and if we jump out to a daily chart, right, we can see we have once again made a new all-time high today. So SPY's on this huge bull run up, and I definitely can support it, right? So we might not spend too long up here, just because it seems like it's starting to kind of struggle a little bit. It's not like super bullish. It'll like hit around an all-time high and then boom, downtrend. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did have a bearish day tomorrow, but nevertheless, just keep an eye out for that and do not fight the trends, right? Looking at tech here, we can see that NVIDIA, just look at that drop off. I mean, that was insane today, and that wasn't even like in like early morning. That was like the market was already kind of moving a bit, and NVIDIA just tumbled straight down. Whoever hopped in puts right here, you probably had quite a great day with NVIDIA. But yeah, that tumble wasn't too good for the market. We're definitely not correlated too heavily to NVIDIA right now, but it definitely is still weighted pretty heavily. Apple was kind of holding up the market intraday today as well, even though it did have a kind of notable sell-off and then a recovery before close. So, a lot of bearishness today, and but SPY still finished pretty green, right? Which is great. SMH, we called this out for some long-term shares not too long ago, and it is just doing great. We called it out around like 260. We're sitting at 273 right now. Some great, returns on SMH. And just because you trade options does not mean you can't do long-term as well. Me and Lennon both started out with long-term, and, it's going great with the long-terms, right? SMH is an ETF that tracks semiconductors. So NVIDIA, TSM, et cetera, companies like that. It kind of, the price is weighted towards those companies doing good, and they have been doing great. So SMH is doing great. Long terms are loving this, and remember, it's never too late to pick up some SMH, as it's kind of built like this. We're kind of in like a semiconductor bubble right now, right? But yeah, I would definitely maybe actually wait for a pullback, as we are pretty high right now, and some stocks such as NVIDIA are showing some signs of weakening on the bull run, as you could see right here. So just keep that in mind, and just stay attent to the market. China stocks today, kind of, I was talking about them on Sunday. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's watch for a continuation of the upside. And then, we opened about a mile down on Monday. So, I'm really kind of turned off of China stocks now. I was super bullish on them, but just seeing this is kind of frightening. That is a huge gap down. That might be the biggest gap down PDD has had in months, right? Almost a $10 value gap down. And if we go ahead and whip out the, our tool right here, we could see that from close to open, right? If we can get right 30. Down over 3.35%. Not a good sign. Really thought it could continue to uptrend, but now I'm kind of turned off of it, at least for the time being. Definitely not planning on going bullish in some short-term plays. Long-term, maybe, but not very good signs with the Chinese market right now. Baba as well. You can see they correlate pretty heavily, like PDD and Baba. We saw Baba kind of have a run up there for a little bit before kind of running back down. So yeah, just keep your distance with China stocks for now. That's my opinion. But in other news, for those of you who saw that my message in Discord and bought the dip on Bitcoin, I'm sure you are very, very happy right now. I know I bought the dip on Bitcoin. I mean, once it gets into the 50,000, it's like, all right, this is kind of like once in a while opportunity. You kind of got to fire it. And if you did, congratulations, because we're sitting back at 64,000, right? And the crypto miners are loving this. Riot's at 1254. Just to give you some perspective on that, it hasn't been at that area since April. So, huge bull run up for Riot. But, just be careful because great things do not last forever. Mara is also super, super, super high. But, if we can continue this bull run on Bitcoin, we could, start seeing some of those 30 levels on Mara and maybe even some of those previous 15 levels on Riot, right? That could be pretty interesting there. IWM, if you guys remember, I also did talk about this about a week ago. I think sometime mid last week, I was saying that, watch out for IWM having a bull run up. I called that at 212. We're currently at 224, right? So, we do say some good information here. We're not just yapping, I promise you. But yeah, IWM's just been running up. Small caps have been doing great. The market is honestly really, really healthy right now. I really like where we're at in the market. But jumping to Landon now for some of our big money plays for today.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. First and foremost, it feels great to be back. Took a week-long vacation after the profit we saw for the last few months. Decided to go see some family in the DR, but that was great. It's always nice to see family. But now taking a look at our big money plays for the day, we have our first one is for ticker symbol KRE, and this was called at 10:50 a.m. And just to reiterate the play for you guys here, call option contract, strike of 60, expiration of 9/20/2024, total premium count of 639K, and a total volume of 6K. Pretty good play here. We did kind of see it drop down a little bit. Was a little scary at first, but at the end we did see really nice profit here by the end of the day. So that was a really solid play. We actually do have a little bit of time on the contract, so don't look to sell right away. But you could start to scale out. Really just depends on the person. But moving on to our next one, we have for ticker symbol JPM. And just to reiterate this play for you guys, call option contract, strike of 215, expiration of 10/18/2024, total premium count of 765K, and a total volume of 1K. And same thing with this one, guys. Really good movement. At first, when we bought in, we did kind of see it drop. Not a lot, but a little bit. Always, at the end of the day, humans are emotional. So you could have gotten scared easily in the beginning, but by the end of the day, really good profit on this one. I mean, this was a banger play. And then moving to our last one, this was actually called at the end of the day, like 4 p.m. exactly. This is for ticker symbol IREN. And just to reiterate the play for you guys, call option contract, strike of 15, expiration of 1/16/2026. So that's a lot of time on those contracts, and a total premium count of 1.6 million and a total volume of 4K. So really good data there. We didn't see a lot of movement today to kind of just chop, but at the end of the day, this is a really long term play. So you really, for this one, you're betting on the company as a whole and how their future is going to look. But I guess big money is really positive on this stock, and energy as a whole has been moving really nicely upwards. So that could be a really good play to enter. But moving on from there, I'd like to actually take a look at our crypto miners. First one being Riot. I know Andrew touched on this a little bit, but the last time we saw movements like this, the last 3 times we've seen movements like this, we actually did test the resistance of 18 for Riot. So we could very likely see Riot move back up to that 18, point. But overall, moving on to the next one, Mara, same thing. Same thing with Mara. Last time we saw Mara have movement like this, I mean, we were pretty much testing the 30s, like Andrew said. So every time with crypto miners and just crypto as a whole, every time we see movement like this, it does actually tend to play out very nicely. But other than that, back to you, Andrew.
Yeah, Landon, definitely super bullish here with crypto miners. I mean, this is definitely just a coincidence, so don't take this literally. This is more than a joke than anything. But you see a gap up here, you see a gap up here. You know what I mean? I wonder what could happen. Maybe we could get back up to those 30 levels. But no, but in all seriousness, I really think we can get back up to those 31 levels. And another reason they might be shooting up is that Trump is bullish on Bitcoin, or not, well, bullish, but he does, like Bitcoin more than the other candidate. So, that could definitely, and that also did bring Bitcoin back up out of the grave, right? Trump was like, yeah, man, we're going to, I don't know if this was a joke or an actual tweet, but I saw something about him talking about how he wanted to use Bitcoin to back the dollar. It was definitely a joke, but no, he does advocate for Bitcoin and think it is a cool concept, and that can definitely send some bullish signals Bitcoin's way. And for all those long-term holders of Bitcoin, um, that's a really good, news, or that is really good news, right? So yeah, don't be opposed to a continuation all the way up to the 30s here with Mara, or the 18s with Riot. Maybe actually, sorry, nope, yep, the 18s. Sorry, I thought it might have been the 15s. Definitely the 18s for Riot. Yes, looking at our earnings, right, we do have a pretty packed week. It is kind of some random companies, but we do have some important ones in there, like TSM. Really going to be looking forward to seeing how their earnings are. And then we have, before open today, we had United Health, which absolutely soared today. Bank of America, which also did quite well today. Whatever Morgan Stanley is. And Progressive PNC, right? After close, we had Interactive Brokers. So doesn't look like they're doing too well right now. Not too bad, not too good there for Interactive Brokers, just in the middle. Tomorrow we've got Johnson & Johnson, which is a notable company, ASML. And then after close, we have UAL. It's kind of hard to spot, the most notable companies here, just because there are so many. But yeah, take a look at this if you want. Take a screenshot right now, whatever. Just keep this in mind for the week. You don't really want to be entering a swing trade in TSM after close on Wednesday when they report the next morning. Definitely would not be ideal. And that's basically just gambling. But we're going to go ahead and jump over to our economic calendar right now and take a look at that. Right, so looking at our economic calendar, today we had core retail sales month on month and retail sales month on month. Both came in relatively nice. So, market didn't move too badly off of it. Or, I mean, the market as a whole didn't really move off of this. I told you guys it was probably going to happen anyway. But, retail sales, yippee. Tomorrow, we've got a super quiet day. I'm actually excited for tomorrow. I'm so tired of the economic data, to be honest. I just want a day where it's just the market and just trading. No, external factors really stimulating it. And that's what we got tomorrow on Wednesday. So, Wednesday should be a pretty nice day. Thursday also, we have things at 8:30. We've got jobless claims, which isn't going to do anything unless, the jobless claims are through the roof. And then Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index, which is just, just basically business in Philadelphia. So, I mean, I don't really see how they rated this as a 3-star volatility. But maybe, business in Philadelphia does really good and we see the market run up because of it. Who knows? But yeah, I doubt that'll happen. But just keep in mind, this is what's going on for the rest of the week. Crude oil inventories for all of my indice traders out there. If you trade oil or whatever, keep an eye on that, obviously. But yeah, guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning to the Trading Table. Be sure to check out our free Discord. The link is in the description. We're in there every day. We've got our bots starting to fire up. Got a day trading bot that was just released and is in testing right now, and there's definitely more to come. We'll see you guys tomorrow at market close.